Welcome back to Relationships. We've got real questions and real scenarios from real people, but the names and details have been changed to protect the innocent, the guilty, and the thirsty. Today's question is, lately, my boyfriend has been offering gifts and money, and I don't know how to respond. I don't want him to think I'm just around for money, but he keeps throwing it at me like I'm on a pole. I don't know what to do. Gifts are interesting things.
Yeah.
It's really important as a woman. I was about to say that. It's really important as a woman that you learn how, and it's weird that we have to learn how, but we do, that you learn how to accept a gift as well as accept a compliment. And they should make us feel good, but they can make us feel really weird. So maybe we'll do compliments another time.
Yes.
Let's help you with this whole idea of gifts making you feel weird. We got a couple of things to keep in mind when you've got a guy that's giving you gifts. You don't owe him anything. And according to Google, a gift is a thing given willingly to something without payment, a present. If receiving a gift from anyone is something that makes you feel like you have to repay it or you have to earn it, then it's not really a gift. Whether it's repaying it or earning it with another gift, your attention or your respect or your actions, okay? It can be a number of different things. If you ever feel like this gift is going to require something of me, it's not really a gift, it's a transaction.
If it's attached to anything besides you, there is a expectation of receiving something in return.
So if it is really a gift, you don't owe him anything.
You deserve to be cared for. You deserve someone caring for you, and you need to learn to allow someone to do that. And sometimes that's hard. It's even hard as adults. A lot of times people express their concern or their compassion or their care for you by giving gifts.
It's a love language. The whole 5 love languages. Giving gifts is one of them.
It is.
And so by not allowing someone to give you gifts, they may not be able to express how they feel in the language that they speak.
When you really learn to care about someone else, then you learn their love language so that you can learn how to love them the way they interpret love, and then you understand their intentions behind them loving you in that manner.
Understanding, like we said, that people can use gifts as a love language, that means it's not so much I'm receiving this gift as I'm receiving this person's care. You deserve to be cared for, and we as women sometimes struggle with feeling worthy. You can challenge yourself to receive gifts with grace and with affirmation, saying to yourself that I am worthy of this care. Don't accept anything that makes you feel like you owe. But if you know that it's given in good spirit, in a spirit of generosity and affection, then ladies, we have to start training ourselves to say that I am worthy of this care, because you are. If God cares for you and finds you worthy of his care, then you're worthy of the care of people who choose to care about you, however they choose to express that. You need to be honest. If receiving the gift makes you feel some type of way, then you need to express that to them. Hey, giving me all these gifts makes me feel like a stripper. That's pretty much what she was saying, which I hope isn't the case, because you can't feel like a stripper if you're keeping your clothes on. I'm just saying.
Boop, which you should be.
2 boobs. Boop, boop. But if it's making you feel like I don't want them to think I'm a gold digger, then you make sure that you say that. You've heard us say it a million times. When you, I feel. So when you keep offering me money, I feel like you think I can't take care of myself. It makes me feel dependent, or it makes me feel like you may expect something in return, or however it is that it makes you feel.
Communication is the key. So being honest in your communication about how you feel and why you feel that way. You know, just please don't get me gifts. That's not always going to be enough. Please don't give me gifts. I don't want you to feel like I expected or I want this from you, or that's the only thing I want out of you. Being able to converse that way opens up dialogue for him to talk to you.
Tell him how the gifts make you feel, but you also need to be honest with you. Also, the reason why it makes you uncomfortable could be, even though you may like this person, you don't feel about them the same way that they feel about you. In that case, you need to be honest with yourself and then be honest with them. And the way to say it would be, I don't know that we're at the point in a relationship to exchange gifts of this value. I feel more comfortable if we continue to get to know each other first.
And there's nothing wrong with saying that, girls.
Nope.
People move in relationships at different speeds depending on their own personal experiences. So whereas one person may jump in completely head first, a lot of people don't.
You get to set limits. But let's say if it's not receiving gifts, I don't have a problem with receiving gifts. I have a hard time with things that are expensive. I remember when we were dating, LeVar got me this long, full-length, genuine leather coat. Wow. Right? Oh, this is nice. Is this real? This is so nice. I didn't know what to do about that. We were just dating. And I showed it to my mom, and my mom kind of, And so I talked to him about it. I don't know if that's where we are in this dating relationship, that I feel comfortable accepting this.
Something.
His explanation, though, made sense to me, and I felt comfortable receiving it. And because it was real leather, I still have it today.
Hey, I think I've seen that.
Yes, right. I still have that coat. Thank you. You get to set limits as well as to what is and isn't okay with you. Example, it was just early in the relationship and I didn't feel comfortable. You get to say that. Let's agree that our gifts are going to be $20 or less, or whatever you want to set the limit at. Or I'm okay with accepting gifts, but I won't accept money. You get to say what works for you.
It's about compromise, because you don't want to take that away, specifically if that's their love language, but you do want to have the boundaries and the parameters of what you're comfortable with.
Yes.
And so if you can do that with this type of things, then it's going to set you up for being able to open up communications when things get a little bit different.
No, I don't know if I feel comfortable. You get to say no. If you just don't want them, then you get to lay down that boundary. And if they respect you, then they'll respect that. People that respect your boundaries respect you. People that don't respect your boundaries don't respect you. Refuse anything that you're uncomfortable with for any reason. Tell people how you feel, and you guys may come to an understanding. If you don't, and you still don't feel comfortable accepting the gift, don't. And if it upsets them that badly, deuces.
Because then they don't respect you.
Yep.
Or they don't understand you. You don't want to continue in any type of relationship where that person, one, isn't motivated to understand you, or doesn't respect you.
If your boyfriend or the guy that's interested in you is giving you gifts that make you feel uncomfortable, one, remember that you don't owe him anything if it's a gift.
Period. Two, you deserve to be cared for. Embrace that. Let somebody care for you.
Three, you need to be honest with him about how you're feeling and with yourself about how you're feeling.
Four, you get to set limits. That means you can set boundaries on how much is spent or even the frequency of how often it is given. Set the limits that you are comfortable with.
And if you are uncomfortable and no amount of conversation is going to do anything about it, you get to say no, and they should respect that. That's the truth. Because we're truth girls.
So, what are some of your favorite gifts that you've received? She was super excited.
I was super excited because I always lose my phone and I can ping my phone. A good gift will show that a person has been paying attention to what you really like and to what you really need. This showed that he paid attention.
My most recent gift is this necklace that I'm wearing.
Ooh.
It's got a seat. You could wear this too.
Oh, I could.
And this is from Rose. And she came home and she was like, Mom, I saw this and thought of you, and I wanted to get you something. And so that was sweet. A good gift is also they're thinking about you. The fact that they were just out for themselves and you crossed their mind. And it's not always spending a whole lot of money. I went out to the store the other day and got John Michael a pack of M&Ms and a cold Mountain Dew.
So what are some good gifts that you've given? What are some good gifts that you've gotten? How does giving gifts make you feel? How does getting gifts make you feel? Has there ever been anything that you just had to turn down? Like that dude in 6th grade. I remember his name. I'm not going to say it though, but he really was a sweet guy. I hope that he's doing well now. God bless you, sir. We hope you have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.